But I'm gonna start this series, which I think I'm gonna call The Mind of Shane Dawson. And I just feel like, you know me, right? Every series needs a reveal. So I don't know what it is yet.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower.
What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lex. Oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about. The tea is piping hot today. I had to drink some toxic tea. Oh my god, because Shane Dawson finally posted on his community tab, and it's insane the backlash that he has received. And I'm gonna defend him, and I'm not gonna defend him, and then I'm gonna be like juxtaposed. So you're gonna be kind of shocked what I have to say. Just damn eyelash girl. Okay. So let me talk. That's how you know the drama's good, when the eyelashes don't even want to stay on. Okay, first of all, I want to say that before I get into this whole mess of a video, my new obsession, not sponsored, although I should be, freaking Hello Kitty noodles, girl. Hello Kitty has spicy ramen noodles. Are you serious? And they also have chicken flavor, regular chicken noodle soup. Look at it. This is the cutest thing ever. They even had like a little ramen bowl to go with it, but I didn't get it. I just got these. Yes, that's it. I have Stina. I'm ready to talk. I think I like those a lot. And also I got the hot Cheeto brushes. I think they're so freaking cute. I just like when stuff looks like stuff, girl. Like the freaking Cinnamon Toast palette. Cinnamon Toast Crunch has a palette. This is my face with the Shane Dawson drama. Okay, that's cool. Can someone screenshot that too? That's me. Okay. So check this one out. Dang, damn eyelash, girl. Oh, I do want to say very quickly that this video is sponsored at the house by AdamandEve.com. Thank you so much, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much. You guys are so good to me. And guys, don't forget to use code LUX to save 50% off at AdamandEve.com. So thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much. And like, it's free shipping if you use my code for United States and Canada. And a portion of the proceeds goes to help and find a cure for HIV and AIDS. I love companies that give back. So thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. Let's get on with this drama. I think you might believe this drama. Okay, y'all came for me in my Shane Dawson JEFFREESTAR video. Some people did. So that video, this is part 2. So if you don't caught up with the drama, check it out. So that first video, I was super excited. I talked about Shane Dawson JEFFREESTAR's next potential palette, and we broke down his whole entire docuseries part 1. I'm really excited about it. So were you guys in the comments down below. There were so many positive comments, and then there were some negative comments saying like, you're only seeing the positive side of things. Maybe you should talk about some of the negative side. And I was like, okay, I guess I can see that. So I pulled comments from around the internet, Twitter, other YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna read some to you, and I'm gonna give you my reaction to some of the comments that people, you know what's so interesting about this? I was just thinking about it last night. I was like, you know, Shane Dawson and JEFFREESTAR, they dropped this video. There's like an overwhelming amount of love and support. But then there's like this other like underbelly that's like, we don't like it. And just negativity. Shane Dawson's video is #1 on trending on YouTube right now. Like, that's huge. That's #1 in the planet Earth on one of the most popular websites in the world. #1 trending. That's huge. So there's a lot of eyes on JEFFREESTAR and Shane Dawson. I mean, here's what like, pull yourself out of it. You have other brands. You have like Sephora. You have like Morphe, Laura Mercier, maybe Makeup by Mario, Huda Beauty, Chanel. All these people who make makeup palettes, whether they're big business or small independent brands, they're watching. That's how that video got a lot of views. Everyone's chatting about it. It's like, what are they? Here they go. They're gonna do it again. They're gonna sell out again. Oh my God. Like, it's huge. This is huge. I'm just saying, this is huge. So it would be something interesting if they dropped it and nobody watched, like nobody cared, but like, whoa, this is like huge, girl. So with that being said, I'm gonna read to you some comments because I'm very interested too, and I do feel like if you don't like it, Like, let's say you don't like Shane or Jeffree, but you watched the whole 1 hour film. It's like you just wasted your whole life. Like, you wasted an hour of your life hating on something. It's like, girl, don't watch it if you hate it that bad. Okay, so here we go. So this commenter said, is Shane working up to selling up that scrap palette? Either way, I'm not interested in anymore. Jeffree collabs. I don't like that he caused clusters of vlogs, docuseries. I find Shane unfunny and Rylan unpleasant. They're just so out of touch with YouTube community. And so there are some YouTubers that they have like a gimmick, they have like a stick, they have like a character they play up to. I'll reference like Nick Avocado. He plays up this character, and some people can see past that, but they can't have that same grace for Shane Dawson when he plays up his character. You know what I'm saying? Like the clown gig and the triangles I have on, and the over the top popping the fans, and oh girl, and all that stuff, and all the drama. Like, you hype it up a little bit. And some people fail to understand that that's like a gimmick. Like, some people think that's like, I walk around like this in real life, girl. Like, it's like you hype it up for the camera. You over-exaggerate. It's a character, right? And so anyways, with that being said, I think that some people, maybe they just don't see it that way, that Shane Dawson is a character, and they think that's who he is all the time. I don't know. That's for you to decide, because everyone's idea of comedy, what they find funny, is different, right? So what this commenter said, what I found interesting about this comment, most interesting out of the whole thing they wrote, was when they specifically said the scrap palette. And I was like, what does it mean by that? So I rewatched Shane Dawson one. There's several scenes, or maybe like a few, maybe one or two, I'm sorry, where Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star are playing with makeup and they're looking at the colors, and Jeffree Star says, oh my gosh, I was gonna use this in Blood Sugar palette, or he referenced another palette. So it gave the vibe that like he thought about using that shade in this palette, but decided not to, and just put that to the side. So, and he also called, I think the verbiage was like a volt. You know, they have like, I guess, colors that he really likes that he wants to use later on in the future or something. And so maybe they're pulling from that too. And so that's why this commenter is saying the scrap. So all the stuff Jeffree didn't want as of yet. But then I also saw some colors that look similar that I think that were already used. Like, there are some colors, I think I have it right, I think I have it right here. So if you guys remember on this is the Jeffree Star wedding palette. There's a shade that I really like this color. It's so beautiful. There's a shade in this palette, let me get the name right. It's called Till Death Do Us Part. And it's this color right here. Let me make sure I get it right. Yeah, this one right here. It's this beautiful black. And then whenever you swipe it, it has like this shimmer. So it's not just a regular black, like it's a deep black with shimmers in it. And I think I saw that on that film. So maybe that could be like something around that same color or whatever. Like, because that was filmed like in February of 2020, I believe. So maybe that color then ended up here. That makes sense? So we'll see. I don't know. I just throwing it out there. But I was kind of shocked to see so many people love it, and then so many people just hate it. Like, they're just like upset that they even filmed the video together. Okay, another one said, the title is all I needed to know about Shane and Jeffree. They continue to show us that they're so bothered by being canceled that they put such a feel bad for us title. They are not the victims yet want to be. If you're a Shane or Jeffree fan, this video is perfect for you. And then someone said it's super gaslighty too. And I do think that in a way, they kind of played up to like, oh, you know, we're canceled, we have no friends. But like, I feel like, what do you want them to do at that point? Just get on camera and just like own it? Because at this point, they're not gonna do it. Like, we're here. We're here where you're at the point of no return, okay? We're at the point where Shane Dawson's like, we were gonna do another palette, and this is my opinion, we were gonna do another palette, but just due to what's going on in the world, we decided to put that in the back burner, and I just wasn't feeling up for it. So now that he feels better, he wants to pick up with this unfinished business. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, so here we are again, you're doing this docu-series about a palette, and I don't think it's really about that. What I do think what it really is about is Shane Dawson like finding that fire underneath him to create again, whether it's videos or makeup or just exploring something new that he wants to do. I will say this, I did like that he said this is not leading up to the reveal. This is just a part I want to share with you. And I think it honestly might happen. I think that there's so much love and support that they might happen. And I had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and she said, you know, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson have an enormous amount of fans and supporters. However, because of cancel culture, those people are afraid to speak up. They're silenced. So what they do is, when Shane drops something or Jeffree drops something, they buy it silently. They just buy it. And then that they have their own little thing. Like, they get the gig, maybe like for their own reasons. They're like, whatever, I'm not getting into all that. I buy it because I like it. And so what happens is it silences the masses that really love them, but the people who don't like them have the louder voice. Like, it screams louder. So if this palette does drop, and if the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star palette sells out, I don't think that Jeffree and Shane, I could be wrong, will be so boastful and say, oh, we sold out the house, we sold, it's the greatest palette ever. And I think a lot of people will just have it in silent because afraid of this. Oh, you support Jeffree Star, you support Shane Dawson. Oh, what was me? God forbid you use the makeup you pay for, girl. Like, it's kind of like that, you know? And I think that Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, I think they're maybe a little bit too hard on themselves. I think that a lot of people do like them. A lot of people do F with them. But they have such, like, so much drama around them because, I mean, ultimately that also keeps them relevant too. Because, you know, when you see Jeffree Star in person, you see this tall, 6 foot looking supermodel, very, like, what's the word? Androgynous, just like floating across the room, and you hear people like, oh my God, that's Jeffree Star. Oh my God, did you hear that he did this? Oh my God, did you hear that? I heard he removed one of his ribs. Oh my God, did you hear it? And it's just all these, and everyone has a different story about Jeffree Star depending on who you ask. And it's kind of like that vibe, right? So it's like all the controversies and stuff just keep them interesting in some weird way. So next comment said, it was pity party and feel sorry for us. My friends left me. We got canceled. I didn't make that much. Guys, I promise. I bet they're going to test the waters and see if anyone wants to pre-buy their second palette. And these are some good comments. They're not like, I don't want to invalidate these comments. These are how people are feeling. They watch the show and this is how they feel. So here we go. Felt like a bunch of random stuff thrown together without any substance. It's kind of like when someone need to write essays but don't know much on a topic and writes. And I felt that way in the beginning. And then it got cohesive and it made sense. Because in the beginning it was like, okay, what's going on? I'm kind of confused. And I was like, I literally was like, wait, they're doing another palette? Are you seriously? So anyways, that's all I want to read because it's pretty much a lot of the same things. Like, it was a pity party. Oh, they're doing the makeup again. Rent must be due and stuff like that. And there was just like a few other comments that stuck out to me, but I think you kind of like can pick up what I'm putting down. What's so interesting is like there's these two worlds of these people who love it and can't wait and are excited about it that hit #1 trending on YouTube. Then you got these other voices who are like, nope, not buying it at all. That's fake to have. I'm not doing this. These washed up patterns, these colors are old to have. Like all that's going on. So, anyways, this video, hold on, make it. This video was supposed to be by itself. But there was this other video I made about Shane Dawson and the other controversy that he had that I'm gonna get into. Like, I already filmed it, so I'm gonna include it in this video, and I'm just gonna put it together all in one. Okay, so it was well, you can watch it, but I do think that Shane Dawson sees people and gives them second and third and fourth chances when they mess up. And I also think that he just doesn't even know what this person has done because he's not active online and looking around like that for drama. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know, some people, you meet them, and then, girl, you do a whole full background check before you even start hanging out. You're snooping around online, see what this person's really about. And some people, like Shane Dawson, maybe they don't even do that. They're like, oh, well, he seems cool. I just met him yesterday. He seems like a nice guy. So we're gonna talk about the Destery guy or whatever. And so we're gonna talk about that right now. So here we go. Roll it. So Shane Dawson, off the heels of saying, we're gonna put it right here, the picture of him and Jeffree Star. This is the thumbnail to his next documentary series with Jeffree, the series. And I'm excited about it. And I often thought to myself, out of all the things that Shane Dawson could have done, he's doing another video series with with Jeffree Star. And I'm like, well, why would he do that, right? Let me fix my damn eyelash, girl. Well, I feel like he's doing it because, like, people want it. Like, and I don't really know much, you know, I know 1 + 1 is 2. I don't know much about Algebra Girl. But like, I think, and I could be wrong, I truly feel like the video with Shane Dawson and JEFFREESTAR, that collaboration garnered them so much views and attention. Could it have been the #1 most viewed video Shane Dawson has? I don't know. You guys have to let me know. I think it might be. I mean, it was wildly successful. They had amazing... Guys, I bought it all. Till this day. Look, till this day. I freaking still buy the Shane Dawson merch. Look, this one. I bought the Shane Dawson merch. Remember this one? So I'm allowed to speak. I'm allowed to have an opinion. Look. The merch. I freaking love it. I spend so much money on the Shane Dawson brand. I love the idea, the direction, the editing, the sense of humor. I get the gig. So I feel like I'm allowed to have like an opinion on something. First of all, like it's my ADHD kicks in or whatever. I am obsessed with this freaking Willy Wonka makeup palette. Not sponsored, but I saw it online. I was like, oh my god, I got to have it. And it smelled like chocolate too. Oh my god, why is this everything? I freaking love this. Okay. So Shane Dawson doesn't post on his Instagram story, doesn't post on his Instagram wall, not on the Shane Dawson podcast story or wall, or the Twitter, Twatter, Snapchat, whatever. Shane Dawson posts this photo of him and a YouTuber. Okay, let's not forget. Destry Smith is his name. Shane Dawson puts on here, big announcement starting 2023. The podcast will be weekly. Thank you, Destry Smith, for editing today's podcast. I'm so grateful we met back in 2008, and I'm so excited to work with you at your new company, Triangle Face Productions, in 2023. Hope you guys enjoying the new episode. I'm excited. I might puke in a good way. So he posted that on his community tab on Shane 2, and then there's a photo of him and Destry 2 hanging out. I don't know if that's a recent photo or not, because, I mean, they're not in Colorado. It could be a recent photo, but that's Destry Smith, and they're hanging out. For some reason, like, triangles, I know I'm going to talk, have followed Shane Dawson for a long time. The whole conspiracy thing, this conspiracy palette had a triangle on it, triangle face, I have triangles on. It's like, for some reason, the shape of a triangle follows Shane Dawson. That's a conspiracy within itself, okay? So, here's the thing. When he posted this photo, a lot of people were very upset because of Destry Smith's past. He did put out an apology video. Some people say he didn't even apologize, but he put out a video addressing it, how he was going to change and do better, and there was a lot of people who've come forward and said that he was sending them inappropriate messages. It was a talk of the town. It was talk of the town. Shane Dawson and Destry, I think they've hung out before in the past, and matter of fact, I found this one receipt from like 3 years ago. Oh Christ, I'm sadly not surprised. Him and Shane met way back, then we're creating similar edgy videos. I've stopped actively following Destry, watching videos, paying attention, because I found him to be getting a bit cringy. Girl, they always say that. You know how many times people say that about me? Rich Luck's so cringe. Oh, Rich Luck's so cringe. I think that every YouTuber goes to that phase where people call them cringe. Okay, anyways, I digress. The receipt goes as follows. I mean, he's still acting the same way he did when I thought he was funny, which was when I was 11 and now I'm 23. I still follow him on some social media though, and I have seen him look a little creepy, thirsty online. Edit, just finished the video. Ugh, that's disgusting. I hope more people come forward and are showing support. So, and there's so many videos on TikTok, and this is not me deflecting, reflecting off the situation. There are TikToks made, videos made, posts made about Destry Smith saying about people coming forward about Destry Smith saying that he did this and that, right? And probably when this video goes out, there'll probably be even more people saying, why he didn't even, let's not forget. So Shane Dawson comes into play years later, here we are again, and he takes his photo with him. And Shane Dawson makes this proclamation that they're going to be filming together and he's the new editor, which the Shane Dawson podcast, I think, is successful, is coming out like once every 2 weeks or something, or once a week. But now, like, it's going to be ramped up even more, having an editor. The thing is, right, is that Shane Dawson chose Destry Smith to be the editor. Shane Dawson could have chosen anyone. but he chose Destry Smith. And I get like, hear me out. I don't, because I see some videos online about like Shane Dawson's biggest mistake, Shane Dawson's huge mistake, Shane Dawson's giving this person a platform and stuff like that. Destry Smith, I think, is more behind the scenes. I think Destry Smith is going to be a video editor behind the scenes. No one's really going to see him. He's just editing the way Shane Dawson likes to be edited. And it truly takes, just hear me out, it really takes a certain type of person to get the gig of how you want your videos to be edited, right? Because there's different ways you can edit a video, but if you pick the right person, they can edit it the way you envision it. And like, yes, you get it, you understand, this is how I wanted it. And maybe he sees that in Destry Smith. Now, I'm not deflecting or whatever. In Shane Dawson's own comment section, I'm gonna read you like 3 comments at most, because that's all I'm gonna do. But in the comment section, I have it pulled up. The very first one that I see here with 165 likes says, Shane, I've been defending you for years and coming back and forth with you. But just hear me out what I have to say. This is interesting what I have to say after this. Okay, this is literally heartbreaking. He's proven predator and he didn't deny it. Please reconsider adding him to the podcast. I feel you'll lose last supporters you have. Followed by, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are, Shane. Then, followed by, for someone who claims to not be interested in harming children, you sure have a lot of friends around you who groom and destroy minors' lives. Very hot. Those are very opinionated comments. Opinionated comments. And it's kind of hard to sit there here and be like, well, you see here, the only thing that I can say as a Shane Dawson supporter, lover of the editing style, the humor, the comedy, even meeting Shane Dawson in person, the only thing I can say to this is that maybe, just maybe, Shane Dawson knows something behind the scenes that we do not know about. Hear me out, because this is off the heels. This is off the heels of Shane Dawson announcing the up and coming series with JEFFREESTAR. In this series, there are so many unanswered questions that we have as viewers as to what happened in the last 6 episodes, whatever it was. Whatever happened to the drama with Tati Westbrook, whatever happened with the drama with James Charles, whatever, the real tea with the Morphe, what's really going on with JEFFREESTAR, why he moved to Wyoming. And so the only thing I can think of, right, is that Shane Dawson, Destry Smith, if that's even how I say his name, JEFFREESTAR, maybe they have shown a change. And Shane Dawson will show it. Because this is where we're at. Because people say, oh, I've changed. Change doesn't happen overnight. That's why this is so crucial of a video. Because you make a mistake Monday, you can't say you changed Tuesday. You have to rewrite those patterns of behavior, and it takes time, and maybe sometimes even therapy. So for JEFFREESTAR's video series to come out, and the problematic past he's had, and the drama that surrounds and stuff like that, right? If Shane Dawson can show that he has changed, and that we can feel that vibe, then it will validate JEFFREESTAR, and I wouldn't say sanctify him, but it will get people reinterested in Jeffree. See, the thing is, right? The thing is why people love villains and why people love like the Joker and the Evil Queen and you name a villain, a popular villain, is because the audience sees some inkling of I can see here how they are good. I can see here that there is this. I can see the good. As long as the people can see an inkling of a good in a villain, they will root for the villain. That's why villains are so popular, okay? I think that's why JEFFREESTAR, even though some people consider him a villain, you can see a lot of the good that he's done. If you really look closely, money he's donating, charities, things he's done actively, you can see that. And so that's why I think a lot of people hold on to like, yes, he's a villain, but check this out, if you even want to call him that. So if Shane Dawson can paint and show, look at these people here that have all been canceled, thrown out, talked down upon, and society who's just been like, oh, I can't believe you did that. If he can show that there's an inkling of good, people will continue to root for them. However, if he can show that they have changed in this, I think people would rally up for it. Right now, it was a shocking photo. When Shane Dawson posted that picture with Destry, it was shocking, girl. The girls were shook. Clutch your pearls, girls. This is why I say, when I saw, I mean, listen, when Shane Dawson posted that video, I mean, the picture of Destry Smith, boom, 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 boom. Videos were dropped, videos were made instantly. I can't believe. I sat back and I'm like, I'm gonna give about 6-10 days. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Read the comments, read the room. Everyone's rah, rah, rah. I can't believe that Shane Dawson is aligning himself with Destry Smith off the heels of the allegations, and he made a video and he admitted to it and things like that. He never went to jail or anything, no prosecution or anything like that. He just admitted to it and then made a video he was gonna change. So maybe the only thing I can say is maybe Shane Dawson has seen that change, because I think a lot of us like to believe that Shane Dawson is a good person. A lot of us like to believe that these people are good people. So you kind of like, you watch and you're like, well, let's see what's going on. I mean, they can't be villain. They can't just be pure evil, you know? No. But Shane Dawson sees something in Jeffree, and Shane Dawson sees something in Destry Smith that a lot of people outside does not see. That even makes sense. I hope somewhere along this line this video makes sense, but this is kind of like that last straw, and I'll not for me, but just for like the people out there who are really clinging to being a Shane Dawson supporter. And like you said, like in the comments, that comment clearly had read like, you're losing the what's left or whatever for aligning yourself with Destry Smith. There's a lot of people out there who don't know who Destry Smith is. There's a lot of people who just don't know. That's the truth all day long. You can look at the good at it and see, well, he gave him a job, maybe he's changed and he's gonna be in the background and so no one will see him. I do not think that Shane Dawson is putting him up in every podcast, shouting him out and stuff like that. I think he's just like the new Andrew or whatever the case may be. I don't even know how it goes, but I mean, Shane Dawson, I think, needs the power of 3 in the sense of like, he needs a video editor, he needs a cameraman, and then Shane Dawson himself. You know, triangles, hello, 3, woo. So it's just interesting. And we will be watching. We'll be giving commentary on what's happening. The podcasts look great with the editing style. Again, Shane Dawson's editing can be taught. I mean, let me reel it back in, because there are going to be some people in the comments, I can't believe. Just hear me out. Everything I just said about Destry Smith and Shane Dawson, I think that Shane Dawson purposely chose that Destry because clearly he doesn't need him to edit. And I say that because Shane Dawson editing, he can teach someone how to do it. Look, you know the basic of this program? Okay, but this is how I like it to be done. And we'll work together and you'll get the hang of it. But to purposely choose, because it's a choice. Shane Dawson made a choice to have Destry Smith work for him. The only thing I can think of is like, he sees something, or Shane Dawson knows that he's changed. That's why. That's the only thing that I can think of. But I do think, and I would be wildly crazy not to say this, but from a PR standpoint, it's very controversial that Shane Dawson did this and posted a picture. Very controversial. And the way he did it too, on his community tab, people are tapping in, people are commenting it. It's very interesting how he did that. So I tend to think of like, in a PR standpoint, the move on why he did that. Because he could have done it any other way. And instead of saying, oh, I'm done with Shane Dawson. Oh, is it right here? Did you see that JEFFREESTAR? More receipts coming in right now. But instead of saying, oh, I'm just so done with JEFFREESTAR and Shane Dawson, I can't believe it. Like, all that stuff like that. I think that Shane Dawson knows that this is controversial. That this is kind of like, ooh, putting your foot into drama. You're putting your toe into the drama because you could have chosen everybody else, but you chose someone who was problematic in the past. And we're talking about it, and so many people are talking about it right now. This is huge. This is huge. So that's why I can't help but to feel that Shane Dawson knows something about these people who are so-called problematic, JEFFREESTAR, Destry Smith, that we don't know. And he's like, let me show you how they have changed. But all we can do is sit back and wait. But for a lot of people, and I would be dumb not to say this, for a lot of people, I think they're done. I think for a lot of people, they're done. But that's like life within itself, right? Like if I'm a tree and if all the leaves are my friends and I shake the tree, some of the leaves are gonna fall off, girl. That's when the wind blows, some of those friends are gonna fly off, girl. Do you want true people to stick around for you, or you just want to fly by night? And some people, they're very fickle, and people are very fickle. I mean, I've been on YouTube for 10 years, and it's almost like the psychology of people. Some women, they love you, next they don't. People are very fickle. How they spend their money too, who they want to support and things of that nature. So when I saw that meeting Shane Dawson in person and knowing his heart, I can see that, okay, well he wouldn't align himself with someone who's that problematic and not wanting to change. Or not change at all. So he must have seen the change in the growth in Jeffree, or the change in the growth in Destry Smith, to want to continue to work with them. Because again, circling it back to JEFFREESTAR, Shane Dawson chose to do another video series with JEFFREESTAR. Because he could have did it with anybody else. I said it time and time again that Shane Dawson could have did a video with Tana Mojo. Whatever happened to Graveyard Girl? Whatever happened to Jake Paul? Whatever happened to this YouTuber, that YouTuber? And revisit these people. But he's revisiting JEFFREESTAR. Now, I've seen some people say, oh, it's because, JEFFREESTAR helped him get some money, so maybe, like, that's a whole thing behind that. There's, like, a duality, a duo there, and it's interesting to watch. But I just feel like JEFFREESTAR, Shane Dawson had so much time in between that he could have, like, did so many other little mini projects and dropped them, and then leading up to, like, the JEFFREESTAR one, like whatever happened to Graveyard Girl, okay, he did that, or happened to Tana Mojo, okay, here we are, and then we're like, wait, I see a pattern of behavior here, he's knocking these people again, checking up on them, so that means he's gonna do JEFFREESTAR next, ooh, like that, and it would have been like super hyped up, because I mean, there was a year when Shane Dawson was putting in the work, girl, I mean, video after video, I mean, just dropping it, woo, that was exciting. It was exciting. It was, ooh, what a time to be alive. But here we are. November 1st is where it's going to drop, and I'm excited to watch it. Some people, maybe they're not going to watch because of the Destry Smith drama, but I think they'll still watch. A lot of times when people say, I'm going to unsubscribe, they unsubscribe to make a statement, but they still watch. Very interesting, And I think that Shane Dawson and JEFFREESTAR are seeing how the internet is evolving and is changing, and people right now, like, TikTok, follow me on TikTok, I'm TikTok famous now, but the pendulum always swings, girl. If it's all about TikToks and short form content, it'll swing right back around to long form content too. YouTube is where it's at. It's just a great place. And I don't see Shane Dawson dropping TikTok documentaries, girl. They're just not. Damn, that's girl. But yeah, very interesting. I want to know what you guys think about that drama in the comments down below. Very interested to see what you guys say about all that. And it's very hot. It's very controversial. It's very controversial. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I love you so much.